Finally, this hour, it's Friday, which means it's time for your weekly can't miss list, our weekly roundup of all the films and shows that you just got to see this weekend.
This weekend, of course, we are joined this week. It's Friday. We're joined by Bravo personality, host of Shaken and Disturbed, and good friend of the show, Daryn Carp. Good to have you with us.
Good to see you both.
Daryn, we love you. We're so happy you're here. And to us from LA, I know you've been safe, so it's great to see you here.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with Wolf Man.
Yes.
It's got Julia Garner, which is really cool,
Yeah,
and like no special effects or something.
Biopic. I don't know if you guys knew
yes.
this. This is his name.
I shave 4 times a day.
Secret
That's
name.
why.
Thank you
is
for that,
from
Daryn.
Blumhouse, who did, Paranormal Activity. He's kind of known for making these fairly low-budget, very scary films. But this stars Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner, of course, and they kind of go away to their family's rural Oregon sort of country home.
As one does.
As one does, of course. And when a vicious animal, wolf perhaps, we're not sure, an unhuman creature kind of attacks them, and so they isolate in the house. But it turns out that Christopher Abbott's character was actually attacked and bitten and starts to transform into this wolf-like man. And Julia Garner has to decide what's safer, kind of being in the house with him or outside in this mysterious world, as so many women feel about their men. This is a take on heterosexuality, but no, if you know Blumhouse like I do, Wolfman is super scary, super fun. I've been seeing trailers for this since Halloween. So.
You're assuming the Wolfman is straight. I mean, do we know?
That's true. It is a Joe Fryer
Make
biopic,
assumptions.
okay? I don't know. I'm just,
right.
these are my 2 cents here.
All right, so we have
Daryn.
seen Shakespeare in every form you can imagine. Now we get Grand Theft Hamlet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
this is the thing we never knew we needed. But this was created by 2 kind of former actors who, in COVID had really nothing to do. The UK was in lockdown. There wasn't really anything happening. And they had this idea that what if they were able to produce Shakespeare's Hamlet in Grand Theft Auto, in this wild world, violent world of Grand Theft Auto. So they actually hold auditions with characters like in the game that they go to do it, and then they perform the entire Hamlet within the Grand Theft Auto world.
Pretty brilliant.
It's actually brilliant. It's funny. It's touching at times. It has sort of this... It's very self-aware in the fact that it is like sort of this new genre of digital art. But it's really cool that we can do this in 2025. And it sort of opens up this new world for actors and character actors in all its forms. And you don't have to worry about wardrobe, which is the best.
So true. Okay, this next one, I'm so excited about this pairing, Keke Palmer and SZA in One of Them Days.
Yeah, One of Them Days. I've been seeing billboards for this everywhere. I mean, the good thing is, who doesn't love SZA? Who doesn't love Keke Palmer? But they're... A chemistry on set and in this movie is just super fun and authentic. It's a comedy. It's about 2 best friends and roommates who are kind of just kicking it in the streets when one of their boyfriends actually like takes the rent money and uses all of it. So they kind of, one of them days, they have one of them days where this day of chaos ensues where they're trying to beat the clock and pay their rent off so they don't get evicted. But it's funny and it's cute.
A lot of people are excited about Severance. It's finally back.
I'm
We have to
excited.
rewatch the end of the first season with the big cliffhanger, which
Correct.
leads us to season 2.
Yes, it's been 3 years, so you really do have to watch.
Yeah.
God, has it?
It has been
I guess I
3
watched in COVID times.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since this is directed by Ben Stiller. They just had a great stunt in Grand Central Station where they had the glass office and all the characters were there. But yeah, this actually begs the question of if you could separate your work life and your personal life, would you? If you had absolutely no idea what you did during the day and could go home, would you want that option? And some of us probably would. And those are the difference between innies and outies. Coming off of season 1, obviously, they are blending a little bit of the innie-outie from what I remember. And so this next season is going to dive deeper into those 2 different worlds that are happening. But it's kind of a great moral dilemma. If
I feel like that was the best way I've heard it described.
Yeah.
You got your innies and your outies. It's not belly buttons,
It's
people.
like so confusing. All right, also Unstoppable. This is on Prime.
Yes, this is on Prime. This actually is a true story about Anthony Robles, who fought his way under the Arizona State wrestling team. And when I say fought, I actually mean that, not only because it's wrestling, because he was actually born with 1 leg. So he actually became... He just had to overcome so much. And J-Lo is in this. This is not a rom-com, but what we're normally usually seeing of her. She actually plays his mother, and then Don Cheadle actually plays the coach in this. But it's a really powerful movie. No matter what you think of it, you're going to be rooting for Anthony by the end of it. It's a true story.
15, 20 seconds here, SNL's 50th anniversary. They're just cranking out the documentaries here.
Cranking out the docs. This is on Peacock. 4 episodes, excuse me, in this documentary. It takes you behind the scenes from the grueling work week to when it starts on Monday night to all the way up until live. It shows what I I think is the best, which is the auditions process. You get to see Will Ferrell's
really
audition
cool.
process, how hard it is to get on the show, what happens during all of this organized chaos, as they like to say. But 50 years, the show is adaptable. It obviously has to go with the times. And there was that one season in 1985, but they were going to cancel the show, but obviously
Thankfully
didn't.
they didn't.
Yes.
Daryn, mwah, thank you.
Love you guys.
That's going to do it for this hour of Morning News Now.
Stay with us. The news continues right now.